Hey, what's up YouTube? How's everybody doing? As you guys can see, we have in front of us the 24-gallon all-in-one aquatop aquarium, soon to be a reef tank in the process. This is week 2 of the setup since I set this tank up on the 28th of July. So tomorrow will be the 2 weeks of this tank running. As you guys can see, we already have my Wyoming clownfish pair in there, one starfish and one hermit crab that I put in there. So today's topic or video today is about cycling a reef tank. I already wrote things down here on the board. Going through the nitrogen cycle. As you guys can see, these are the toxic levels. Ammonia, nitrate and nitrite and nitrate. Week 1, this is something I totally forgot in the saltwater tank. Since in the freshwater, this is something you could pass by on, since it doesn't really affect your fish or plants or anything like that. But being saltwater is way different. So what happened, I had forgotten, and honestly I killed some corals and fish. Will that be a video later on? So I had to refresh my mind and investigate what was going on the tank, what I had to do, reminders. Totally forgot about the nitrogen cycle, starting a new tank, since it's been years since I set up a saltwater tank. As you guys know, we're in week 2. The first week, you could cycle a tank either with live fish, of non-fish, just ghost feed, or you could just wait a couple months and put a dead piece of shrimp, a fresh shrimp right there, and the tank will cycle. But what I did is I actually got this flubal cycle concentrated biological booster. But honestly, I am not so convinced on this product, since it doesn't say anything about nitrifying bacteria in there, and it also says that it's for both fresh and saltwater, which is a big alert on me, since I'm not a scientist. But shouldn't the bacteria be different between salt and fresh water? So I added 2 bottles of that, which they said it treats up to 240 gallons. But then it tells you that it makes less. It's less when it's a new tank. So enough for that. So I added the fish. Now I've been seeing diatoms in my sand bed and some in the rock. Let me turn off the blue light. Some in the rock, as you guys can see, in the sand. But since I have sand shifting starfish and a hermit crab, they've been stirring up the sand, so you can't really see it on top. So like I said, tomorrow will be the 2 weeks of the 24-gallon tank setup. Week 1, last week when it turned 1 week exactly, I went to the fish store where I purchased a tank. I was getting high level readings of ammonia, which was normal. At that point, I started seeing the diatoms. Then about 2 to 3 days, I went to another local fish store that I tested my water there again, and it was reading a high peak of nitrite. So tomorrow will be the actual 2 weeks. And I am hoping, I haven't tested the water today. I am going to test it in this video for you guys with the API test kit. I'm hoping to see nitrate, not nitrite, to see if that actual biology, the flubal cycle actually works. So this is what I wrote down, how things should be, as I've been doing little research. You should be testing every week on your toxic levels on ammonia nitrate or nitrate. So as I wrote it down, week 1 should be ammonia, a high peak of ammonia. Week 2 should be a high peak of nitrite, my bad. And then week 3 of nitrate. After week 3, you can start doing 5%, 10% water changes. Between week 4 and 6, the nitrate should be going down, and therefore you can start adding any livestock, fish, corals, or cleanup crew. But since I added the Fluval booster, biological booster, I added the fish, but I did wait a day to add the fish. But the fish been doing good, healthy, been eating a lot. And excuse us for the noise, it's just the fish tanks in the living room and my kids are playing, so that's what babies do. So we're gonna test the water in week 2. Let's see what it's reading. Alright guys, so I was able to open the API Saltwater Master Test Kit, and this is actually my first time ever testing since my 6 years of being in the hobby, actually testing the water by my own. So the directions says to fill up one of these glass containers to 5 milligrams. So that's what it did on these 3, and we are going to test for ammonia, nitrate, and nitrite. So it says we're going to test this one first. So the ammonia, it says to add 8 drops, so that's what we're going to do. Let me put a little bit more back. So I'm gonna shake the bottle, and we're gonna add the 8 drops. It says recommends right there, 8 drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I added the 8 drops. Now what I am going to do is just close it and shake it. So I added the 8 drops, and so far it seems like I don't have any ammonia. It's really clear, as you guys can see right there, unless I'm doing it wrong. So now let's check nitrite, which is the second step of the nitrogen cycle. For nitrite, it says to add 10 drops. Ten drops. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is actually nitrate, my bad. This is the last step. So let's do nitrite. So I'll put that for next. So let me open the bottle for nitrite, which this is the second step of the nitrogen cycle. And this one, it says to add 5 drops. So that's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we add 5, and what we do is we shake it. As I shook the bottle, it looks like, to me, it looks like we're 1 parts per million. on the nitrites. It kind of looks like them, but at the same time it looks like the 1 part per million. So when I did the nitrate, it reads it at 0, but that's probably because we're not done with the nitrite process. So ammonia, we have 0 ammonia on the tank, which that's a good thing. Nitrite, 1 part per million, so it's still really high. And nitrate, it reads it as 0, but because, like I said, we're barely in the nitrites cycle, so the tank probably still needs a week or two to cycle. So what I am going to do, I am going to add the booster, the nitrifying bacteria booster. So we'll add that right now. Okay, like I said, we are going to add the Dr. Tim's aquatic one and only life nitrifying bacteria, and we're also gonna drop in there some of the instant ocean biospira. So it doesn't really matter how much of this nitrifying bacteria you add. The more bacteria, the better. That way, they'll be able to break down more of the nitrates, ammonia, and things like that. So we're gonna add this whole bottle, which is 2 ounces, and it treats 30 gallons. The direction says shake well before using. Best to use the entire content at one time. Minimum dose 10 milligrams, 2 capsules per 10 gallons. Cannot be overdosed. Keep refrigerated for longest shelf life. Turn off skimmer, ozones, UVs, and remove filter socks for 48 hours after adding. So I have my internal filter, my internal skimmer, but since it doesn't have any skimmette, or it hasn't breaking down, I don't think it's actually working now. But we're just gonna turn off the skimmer and we'll add this, and we'll probably turn on the skimmer back on Sunday. So I'll add this. But first, let me turn off the skimmer. Okay, so we're shaking the bottle. Trying to do this with one hand. And we're adding the whole bottle to the tank. So there you go. That's the Dr. Tim's aquatic one and only. So I guess that flugable biological booster did work a bit. Because people, they tend to take a month or two to cycle this tank. So I'm hoping for this tank to actually be done by week 3, or probably within by mid next week, by Wednesday. So this is typical what I wrote down how everything should be going. And sorry for the noise again. Like I said, I have babies, so please understand. So the diatoms, you should be seeing your diatoms within a week or 2. When you see diatoms, this is because the diatoms are actually eating up the ammonia and turning it into nitrite. Then by then, that's when you'll see the nitrate. After the nitrite, after the beneficial bacteria turns the nitrite into nitrate, then the bacteria isn't able to eat the nitrate, so the nitrate's always going to be there. So you always need to keep the nitrate down by doing water changes, by adding any manual biological, what's the word that doesn't even come out, by any media, any mechanical media like Chemipure, polyfilters, skimmers, filter socks, anything like that. So This is pretty, hope you guys are able to understand my nitrogen cycle like I have it in mind. So like I said, I just added the Dr. Tim's, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is week 2 of the 24-gallon diatom, week 2 of the 24-gallon aquatop reef tank. As you can see, it's dirty. We haven't really touched it. We haven't put our hands inside. As you guys can see, the diatom is there. There's algae in the glass. So yeah, thank you guys. Hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, notification bell.